Hey y'all, welcome to Solange Says, and Solange Says Talk About It. In today's video, y'all, we're going to be talking about how to get customers and how to get comfortable talking to customers in the club, how to keep your customers. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was one of those girlies. I was so freaking scared to talk to customers. Like, I used to just like to go on stage and dance, and once I see that you like me, then I come and talk to you. But depending on what kind of club you work at, baby, you gotta switch it up. You can't just be thinking you so freaking cute that they gonna come to you, baby. No, that's not how it works. You gotta do your part so you can get what you want at the end of the day. So I'm gonna be giving y'all hidden gems on how to get customers, y'all. First things first, you ain't getting no customers if you come into the club looking busted, okay? If your hair is not done, your nails is not done, your face isn't cute, your toes ain't done, you stink, you're not waxed, all that, don't even expect to get customers, y'all, because it's a strip club. Like, think about it. Like, would you tip you? You need to ask yourself that. Would you tip you? Literally. Like, and if you ain't tipping you, then what makes you think another person wants to tip you? Everybody has their own preference of a girl that they like. Some like them big, some like them small, some like them light skin, some like them dark skin, some like them natural, some like them BBL, okay? That's what you have to know. You have to, like, literally learn your customers. So if you're talking to a customer, for example, if you work at a gentleman's club and you go up to a customer but you notice he's not even, like, looking at you while you're talking, he's kind of like looking away as you're talking to him, like, that's not a customer. He's not your type. I mean, you're not his type, or he's just not interested in you in that night. So yeah, you basically gotta read the room when talking to a customer, y'all. Read the room. When me working at the gentleman's club, I can tell if they like me, like my skin, or if they like the other kind of people, okay? If they like the other kind of people, you can't tell based on when the dancers walk by. If the other kind of people walk by and you notice that they just like looking at every last one, but as soon as one of my peoples walk by and they're not even paying them no attention at all, typically they just are not interested in, black women. I also have to understand that you cannot take things personal. I'm not gonna lie, working at the gentleman's club, it definitely allowed me to learn a lot of different things, because honestly, if a man turns me down because he doesn't like me because I'm black, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be in my feelings, like, dang. But I had to think about it, preference is everything. So if you don't like me, then you don't like me. But y'all, that's why you just move on to the next customer. And honestly, working downtown on the block, I was not able to have to really talk. I didn't really have to talk to people working on the block. Like, you just see somebody that got money, you just go over there and start dancing. You don't even talk to them. So coming from the block to a gentleman's club is completely different. At a gentleman's club, y'all, you have to walk up to them and say, hey, how are you? I know with me personally, I have to code switch. So when I'm on a block, I can talk like how I normally talk, my normal self. But when I go to the gentleman's club, I'm a completely different person, y'all. Let me give y'all my gentleman's club voice, okay? If I see a customer, this is what I'm gonna do. Hi, how are you? Oh, like, what's your name? Oh my God, like, I love your collared shirt. Like, I've never seen a collared shirt like that before. Oh my God, you're into sales? Yes, that's what I went to college for. Knowing I'm lying. I went to college for criminal justice. Oh my God, I went to college for sales too. I really wanted to be an accountant, and I just graduated last year. Yeah. Are you interested in any private dances today, or? Yeah, y'all, that's how I talk to them. When I'm on the block, I just talk normal. Like, what's up? Like, hey, what's your name? Oh, you look bored. Oh, this your first time here? Like, that's just how I talk on the block, because they don't respect us. So I'm just going to talk to you normal. And the majority of the time it's black people. So black people have this thing where they understand how they can talk to other black people. But y'all, that's really how it goes when I'm in a gentleman's club. You have to, be able to code switch. You really have to be able to code switch, y'all. So how I, get customers, I always ask them, like, hey, how are you? How you doing today? So what I do is I allow them to come in the club for a little bit, sit sit down, get a drink. As soon as they walk in the club, I don't automatically like press up on them. I want them to allow them to like scope the room out. You know, I'm seeing if any other girls are talking to them because maybe there's somebody else's customer and things like that. But if I notice people are not talking to them, then I do my big one and I go over there and I try to talk to them and I say like, hey, how are you? My name is Shy, things like that. So once the conversation is starting to get like, you know, we starting to get deeper into things like, oh, where are you from? Things like that. Like, have you been here before? This your first time? Are you drinking tonight? Things like that. So once I start to notice that the conversation is starting to pick up, then I see like, okay, you must like me, I must like you. Would you like to get a private dance? They can either say yes or no. They can either say come back later, things like that. So when they say come back later, I always come back later. I'm saying, oh, did you forget about the private dance? Like, do you still want to get one? Or oh, we should get one before you leave. I know you said later, so, or things like that. You know, some certain stuff like that. That's how it works. Now, as far as retaining and keeping your clientele. Now, when I first was a dancer, I did have a text now number that I would just give out. But it started to become awkward because they would try to call you in front of them and notice that, oh, this is an Android number. Or they'll try to send you a message and notice the messages was green and things like that. So they knew that I was giving them a fake number. But, you know, things like that. Some people understand, but some people be like, well, why are you giving me a fake number? Now, honestly, I do give out my real number, but at the end of the night, I just block them anyways. If it's a customer that I know is not going to keep coming to see me consistently, I'm just gonna block you. Them customers that say, oh, I don't really like strip clubs, blocked. Oh, I want to see you outside of here, blocked. Oh, what you doing the night after this, blocked. Like, all those customers are the ones that get blocked. The ones that you keep is the ones that sit here and say things like, oh, when are you working? How often do you come to the club? Do you work anywhere else? Can I see you at another club? Things like that. Those the ones that you keep. Okay, those is not the ones that you just be trying to have willy-nilly conversations with and just give them all the access to you. That's not how that works. I got this one customer, y'all, that he always comes and sees me every single time I ask him. Now, does he ask me to go out with him outside of the club? Yes. He's like a 50-year-old black lawyer or something. He does ask me to see him outside of the club, yes, but I just don't do it. I don't do it, but I know he spent a lot of money. He definitely spends a lot of money every single time he comes to the club. So, yeah. It's up to you, y'all preference, if y'all like to go out with customers or, you know, but one thing about me, I always keep it 100 every single time, and I let them know, like, I'm not on this type time. I don't play like that. I don't do anything outside of the club. Things like that. That's just not me personally. I don't trust it. I have very bad trust issues. I don't trust nobody. But yeah, that's a way to keep up with your clientele, your customers. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my customers that used to come see me consistently, I give them the time of the day. Like, they're usually older men that just want some attention. So it's not hard to say, text them. Shoot them a text whenever you're bored and say, hey, how are you doing today? You know, you just came across my mind. Things like that. Like, matter of fact, I might just text my customer right now. I'm about to show y'all. Even though I'm in Florida right now and I'm not coming back to Baltimore for 2 weeks, I just want him to know that I'm thinking about him. So let me text him right now and say, hey, you came across my mind. Literally, y'all, you came across my mind. I literally just sent that message just now because you gotta keep them. You gotta keep them, you know, consistently. You want them to keep coming back for you. I know a lot of girls are shy. You really have to get out of that shyness. I'm still a little bit shy, I'm not gonna lie, but working at the gentleman's club, once I see everybody else, all you have to do is walk into somebody, say, hey, how are you? Would you like a private dance? That's what I honestly started getting used to, so it started to become, you know, easy money for me. Now, working on the block, I'm not gonna lie, you don't have to talk. You really don't have to talk at all. The only way you'll have to talk is when you want to get in a section, so you want them to recognize you and have conversation with you. So when they're choosing the girls for the section, they be like, oh, okay, I remember she talked to me, so that's the girl that I want. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But for the most part, you don't even have to talk on the block. And at a gentleman's club, it's literally all talking, so you have no choice but to talk at the gentleman's club. But yeah, y'all, so if you guys want more tips on how to talk to customers and things like that, just let me know in the comments. This really was a really last minute video, so I didn't have any notes written down. This was just literally off the top of my head, so I can get some content out for you guys. I'm about to actually edit this video as we speak and get this video out tomorrow. So tomorrow I can record a whole Sunday reset and things like that. So yeah, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you get me to 10,000 subscribers, because your girl has been working hard. Like, I recently got some motivation in my life, and that's probably going to be talked about on the next video. But yeah, I'm not playing no games this year no more. So it's already March, so I got to get my life together before the end of 2025. So yeah, y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'm out. Bye.